Hey, what's up, guys? We finally got the new Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. Here he is. He changes the deck a lot. There's a lot more like strong. Like, I don't know how to say. There's like a now we have like a negate in pure Red Eyes, and he's a big monster. It's hard to get over, and he like works well with like so much in the deck because obviously he's a Red Eyes by name more so than he is. He still has synergy in Dark Magicians, of course. But he just has a lot more in this deck just because of who he is and what he does. And if you don't know the effect, there's a lot to go. So when you fusion summon him, you have to use Dark Magician, and you can use Red Eyes, Black Dragon, or you can use any dragon effect monster, I believe it was. And when you use two normal monsters, so the Red Eyes, Black Dragon, and the Dark Magician, he can non-target destroy two monsters, or up to two, one at a time, because you can activate it up to twice. Non-target destruction on your opponent's monsters, and it does burn equal to their attack when they get destroyed. So that's already really good for some burn stuff like that. And then he also when a card or effect is activated, soft once per turn is very important. You can discard a card, negate the activation of that card, and destroy it. And if you destroy it, he gains 1,000 attack. So he's 3,000, which is already pretty decent, which is already really good. He can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects. But on top of that, he gains 1,000 attack. So and on your opponent's turn, you're gonna negate a card, hopefully, and he's gonna be 4,000 attack. Can be targeted or destroyed. What are you gonna do? Give up, basically. And yeah, he's just extremely good for the deck right now. Well, in general, hopefully we get to keep him. And because of the Red Eyes deck, he's not a brick. Dark Magician's not that bad. So let's get into the deck profile. We play one Dark Magician to summon our Dragoon. He's not the worst thing to see in your hand, but you definitely never want to see him in your hand. But he actually has like some cool synergy that I'll show you later in the deck, which is pretty funny. If you really want to get creative, I know you guys are very creative. You guys give me a lot of ideas in the comments. Let me know if you have some kind of like Red Eyes and Dark Magician deck, like with like both archetype cards. I really want to see that, but like I just don't know like enough about how Dark Magician works and how it like plays. Like I know all the cards, but I just don't know how to like use them, and especially in tangent with the Red Eye stuff. So let me know, guys. You guys know all that. Next we play 3 Red Eyes Black Dragons because it is a Red Eyes deck, and he is literally like for every fusion that we play. Not much to say, he's a level 7 normal monster, capable with everything. And then we play Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon. Same thing, mostly a normal level 7 Red Eyes. We play alternative for like an extra special summon that really comes in handy for going to like Predapant plays and stuff like that. We play 1 Tempest, Dragon Ruler of Storms. He's like really good because there's a lot of stuff in the graveyard. Excuse me. There's a lot of stuff in the graveyard that's just not coming back. So banishing them to special summon them, it's basically free, and it helps you like link and go into Flare Metal. And he also has weird synergy with Wyvern because Wyvern's a wind, as you can see. And if you start with both and you don't really have much to do, you can actually discard both of them and then search for any dragon. No restriction whatsoever, any dragon. So you can search for black metal and get your combo started, or search for whatever else you need. And that's just mad cool. You can't obviously summon him because his effects are hard once per turn, but it's still like a pretty cool effect to keep note of. Next we play 3 Vishudas. A lot of really good synergy in this deck. Vishuda is like absolutely crazy, and especially with Dragoon now because he's a free summon. He's a dark, so you can go into Union Carry and Predaplant with him. He's a level 7, so you can overlay with him. When you summon a normal Red Eyes from the grave, you can banish him, bounce a card. There's just so much Vishuda does. He's just extremely good, and I think he's like the best card to discard for Dragoon because it like doesn't hurt at all. Like there's sometimes you have to discard some important stuff, and it really hurts like right there. But him, it's like he wants to be in the graveyard, he wants to be in the hand. He doesn't care where he is. He's chilling. Next we play 3 Nocto Vision. This card's crazy. It's like it's a free summon. You draw when you link it away. He protects back row. This card just does extremely well. And he's another one where it's like it's not that bad if you discard him, because then he's protection and grave at the worst. So, because you know they have like, if they have like Twin Twisters, just or like a Nightmare Phoenix or something, then you can protect. Like the Red Eyes traps have never been more important because of Dragoon, and he just like helps keep him like alive a little bit longer. And you obviously don't have to worry about Lightning Storm because Dragoon will just negate that because he's the boss. Well, 1 Darkness Metal. Hopefully we get 3 soon. I want to see how the deck plays with 3. Because obviously you know he's eroded now, so he's a hard once per turn. So he's not gonna be doing anything crazy like he used to be. So hopefully we get 3 and we can play with him. But one's we're chilling with 1. We play 2 Gearfrieds because we still run the Slash Dragon, and then Gearfried and Baby Dragon is just always like a pretty neat like thing you can do. Because if at worst you like Red Eyes Fusion, you summon Dragoon instead of Baby Dragon, you know, there's still like, you know, you can still pop stuff if they attack Baby Dragon. There's still like options there, and you know he does have some cool plays you can do with like summoning from the graveyard and whatnot. We play 1 Wyvern. I hated Wyvern for the longest because his effect just didn't do anything. Like you summon a Red Eyes during the end phase if you didn't normal summon. It's so specific and that's so bad, but because the Red Eyes, like the Red Eyes monsters, they just don't do enough. Like when you summon them from the graveyard, like yeah, you have like a Slash Dragon on the field now, like at best, or Darkness Metal, but you can't even like do anything with it unless you have like the traps and stuff. But if they get rid of Dragoon, then you go, all right, you know, you send this off of Insight. There's so much you can send this off of, so it doesn't even matter. He's gonna get in the grave one way or another. You can just end phase banish him and then summon Dragoon back, and they have to deal with Dragoon. And Dragoon's destruction effect, you can't do that because it's not fusion summon, but his negate effect is always live, so that's really cool. Next we play 2 Baby Dragons. There's another card that's not bad to discard, just because it's like, if you already normal summon, then it's like it's not doing much in your hand, so you don't have to feel bad about it. And obviously, you know, like I said with the Gearfried, you know, destroy this by battle, you summon Gearfried and pop a card, search a card, and you have a card in the hand now. If anything, if like they did something and like ripped the last card out of your hand or something, then you know now you have a card to negate with Dragoon, so that's cool. Next we play the main combo starter, our 3 Black Metal Dragons. So there is a really cool mini combo with a Black Metal Dragon that I'll probably show you at the end of the video because it's like 30 seconds. But yeah, this card's like a 1 card Predaplant and 2 searches out of the deck. But one of them has to be Darkness Metal, and the other one is like whatever Red Eyes card you want. So like even if you just have this 1 card alone, you're gonna end off on Dragoon and Predaplant, Dragoon, and the negate because you're gonna have the card in hand. So he's just really good for that. And there is like another cool little combo I can show you. We play 1 Destruction Sword because one of the biggest things of them getting over Dragoon is like super poly. So sometimes you can like Buster Lock them along with the Dragoon, and then it's over at that point. He's like so tough to get rid of. You have to like hard draw like a Kaiju or something, and it's just not going to work out. We play 1 for 1 to get to our onto the spells. I mean, we play 1 for 1 to get to our Black Metal Dragon sooner. Not much to say about that. We play 3, of course, Red Eyes Fusions. I bought these when they were like 12 cents. No one cared about them, and now they're like $50,000. It's crazy. But yeah, we play these. Obviously, going to our Dragoon off of Predaplant. But if we just like hard draw this, like we're playing Red Eyes, we're not locking ourselves out of some crazy combo. You know what I mean? At least not in this build. So if you hard draw this, you summon a Dragoon, and it's like that's like not bad. Like before, like you Red Eyes Fusion someone like Slash Dragon or like Meteor, and it's like, yeah, I'm probably gonna lose. But now it's like Dragoon's just so tough to get over that like that's like such a viable play now, which is mad cool. We play 2 cards of the Red Stone because you know we have a lot of level 7 Red Eyes, so you know we always need our draw power, and it puts another one in grave. So what's his name? Tempest is live. We play 3 Red Eyes Insight. This card's like gotten so much better because you can send Wyvern, like, because the biggest thing about Insight with me was that you always send something, but it's never something that immediately did anything. Like nothing ever actually. It was just like a little bit of setup. That was really it. And then you never searched anything that was extremely proactive. Like At best, you search Fang with Chain, and you know, you disrupted your opponent, which is good. But there was never any like, there's still not really like a really good like spell that you can use during your turn. But now Red Eyes Fusion's just gotten so much better that it's like, that doesn't even matter, because it's just Dragoon, like Red Eyes Fusion Dragoon Pass is like dumb lit right now. So yeah, Insight's gotten some like indirect stuff with that. We play one of the new cards, what's this called? Successor Soul. So when you end off with like the Dragoon and the Predaplant, you can set this, and then you can tribute the Predaplant, and then you can like, was it pop or send? I think it was pop a card. Yeah. So you pop an effect monster, and then you summon a level 7 or higher normal monster, which is like Red Eyes Black Dragon. But no matter how you look at it, you're getting rid of a card, you're getting rid of the Predaplant, it's 500 attack, and you're summoning a Red Eyes, so you have stuff to do with it next turn. It's some like decent disruption, and it's a quick play, so it's like, it's just an extra like hit. I play 3 impermanents. If you don't have the money for this, I'd recommend Call by the Grave instead, because you don't want them to Asher like Red Eyes Fusion and stuff like that. You don't want them to like affect Veiler or whatever your Predaplant. So this works out a lot better, I think, because of things like Zexal, or if you go second, you know, you have some kind of play. But I also like it going first, because sometimes there's just like some like what's it called? Like you just set it, and then like it's just more than one negate. I don't know if that makes sense, because it's like, you know, you're definitely negating that monster more often than not, but just because of zones, and you're not activating anything crazy from your hand, so it's not gonna matter to you. But like people just forget, and it just hits spells and stuff like that like so hard. I think it's just really good because of that, just because it's like one card that can negate like 2 or maybe even more if they're like really like unaware of what's going on. 2 Spirit's gotten even crazier now, because Dragoon is a Red Eyes monster, so you can bring them back with Spirit. So if they kaiju it, then you just bring them right back. And now that you have a kaiju on the field in Dragoon, what are they gonna do? Or if you negate something and then they get rid of the Dragoon with like Bowl Sword or something, you can summon it again, and its negate is live, because it's a soft once per turn, which is mad cool. Next we play 3 Eradicator Epidemic Virus. Now this seems a little like weird, but what you can do, right, is you can set Return of the Red Eyes when you've obviously summoned Dragoon, right? So he's a Red Eyes monster, and you can set this in return. So during their standby phase, you go, okay, Return of the Red Eyes, and it summons any normal monster from your graveyard if you control the Red Eyes. So you summon Dark Magician. Dark Magician's 2,500 attack. You can summon it off of return, and then tribute it for Eradicator. Call spells. No, what's it called? No Dark Ruler, no more. No combo pieces. They're done. And that's just a really cool like little combo. Yours truly thought of course. And because I've always wanted like Eradicator to be like mad good. And even if you don't like have return, you can still if you do the black metal combo, you can use Spirit to bring back Darkness Metal, or you can even tribute the Dragoon, but that's a little risky. I wouldn't do that. But yeah, it's just a really cool little combo to get rid of things like I said, Dark Ruler no more and whatnot, that really cause some problems, because that's a hard thing to play around. 2 Fang with Chains. I would love to play 3, but unfortunately, the like one little downside of Dragoon is that he can't be targeted by either player. So you can't use Fang with Chain on Dragoon. So this lost a little bit of synergy, since most of the time we're having the Dragoon on the field. But it's still a really good card, because we still obviously have so many other Red Eyes monsters. But he's going to be the main one on the field, like I said. And if this is like still really good with Gear Free, just because you can pop a card during their turn. It's just still really good. And then the 1 return I was telling you about for the Dark Magician combo. And you can also just use it with your Red Eyes, just to, you know, overlay and stuff like that, to go into other stuff. Next, or onto our extra deck. That's it for the main deck. We play obviously the 1 Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. I don't. There's so much to say. I can keep going. I can give you a 15-minute analysis on why he's just so beautiful. But yeah, his synergy all the way, and it's just, and I I don't completely know how it works, but I think if they like Prohibition and call him, I think you can still summon him because Red Eyes Fusion makes him Red Eyes Black Dragon by the name. I don't know that for sure, but that's like, but he if you summon over Red Eyes Fusion, he's Red Eyes Black Dragon. I don't know if that's ever gonna be useful to any of you guys, but I hope it comes up one day for any of you. We play 1 Slash Dragon. I know it's a little weird, but these are the only 2 fusions we're playing. I know it's weird because we have 3 Red Eyes Fusions, but Dragoon just speeds up the game so much that like you just want to see it is the thing, or you just want to always have it in deck for Predaplant. But you're not really gonna fusion summon more than twice. Like once you get the Dragoon out, sometimes you get the Slash Dragon out, but it's like you either gonna win extremely fast or they're just gonna like break your board and you're just gonna lose. Like, so you don't have to worry about like playing another target. You could if you want. It's your life. This is just an idea for you guys. That's the way I live. 2 Flare Metals, like this like staple. Just because when you go into one, most likely you'll be able to go into a second one just because of its effect to get another one out, and because of all the level 7s we play, it's just it'll come up. You're definitely gonna like either get really close to, well, you're always gonna get really close to it, but or sometimes it might even come up later in the game. If they like get rid of one, you can probably bring back the other one. Especially since like I'm using Return a lot more now, I'm seeing them a lot more, along with our 2 other rank 7s, Draco Sack and Big Eye. Big Eye's a lot better for going second. Well, I guess he's still good for going first. Actually, never mind, because you can, so when you summon him, you can detach and summon the 2 tokens, right? And you can link the 2 tokens into Union Carrier, and then you have him on the field still. And if you are going second, then you can tribute him, pop a card, or tribute a token, pop a card, and link him in the token, so that you don't get called by the grave or anything funny like that. But yeah, he's just extremely good because he's like, you go into him, you have a Union Carrier, and if they haven't like done much of anything, then they're really not going to do anything because they're going to be locked out of the extra deck. And Big Eye, of course, you just steal like a really big monster. Like if they summon something crazy like a Boral Savage, and then like obviously you're still gonna have more than one negate. You play through the negate, and then you just take it. Then it's like that negates mine now. Next we have 1 Union Carrier and 2 Predaplant Verde Anaconda, because we can go into Link 2s pretty easily for the most part. So being able to summon some stuff, get some stuff in the graveyard, search some stuff, and then go into Dragoon is like a lot better than just Red Eyes Fusion summon Dragoon. And you can't Ash Anaconda because if it's like weird, like send for cost and then apply the effect, you can't Ash it. I mean, they can still like Veiler and stuff but it's still like, I think Ash is still the most common like hand trap, so you don't have to worry about that as much. And then Union Carrier just to like Buster Lock them, and sometimes even you can do Gearfried plays with Union Carrier too, with Baby Dragon. And they just do a lot for the deck. They really picked up the deck to make it a lot quicker, which is cool. You don't have to rely on just drawing Red Eyes Fusion. We play 1 Heretic. I might cut this. It doesn't come up completely often, but it's still like, it still comes up. So it's like, sometimes you can go into Heretic and then you can link into Predaplant under it if they have something that's like really gonna be disruptful, like a Conductor or something. You can bounce it during the battle phase, and then they can't like even book it or anything. I mean, they can't book it, obviously, it's a link monster, but I mean, it's just like, they can't Miscellaneous Source to protect it. So it's like, something like that makes it useful. But and it can also, if you beat out a negate, the Dragoon negate, you can actually if they summon Dragoon, you can actually bounce it because it's non-target. So that's cool, but I don't know. We play 1 LP, 1 Pisty. It's not often we go into guardragon plays. It's just mainly for the what's it called, for the Black Metal Dragon combo to go into a Link 2. But yeah, sometimes there have been a couple times where I've done something cool where like I've summoned like Predaplant, and then LP and Pisty and Union Carrier have the same arrows, so you can actually like LP and Union Carrier, which is like, I've done that like once in my life, but it's just cool. No one sees it coming, and it's just weird. For our Link 1s, we play Anima. For a Black Metal Dragon, of course, you can take a monster. It's always nice. Link Rebo, just because it's never bad to have. It's always nice to have some like battle protection, especially since like the main way to get over Dragoon is like through battle. So if they like one of the main things that gets over it is like the that train guy. He's like 6,000 attack, some crazy thing like that, or like Nova, or if you destroy Nova and there's something like Cyber End, and then you link Rebo it, and it's like, what am I gonna do now? Nothing. And then obviously Tenyi for the Vishuda. That's it for the main deck. I just wanted to bring up, there's like a little cool thing you can do with Moonlit Chill. You can actually, if they summon something during your turn, you can actually Moonlit Chill, and then, you know, it's an effects negated or whatever. Like, mainly against like Orcus, if they summon like the XYZ Dengirsu, you can Moonlit Chill it, and then Dragoon destroy it, and then they take damage from Dragoon's effect, and then they take the same amount of damage from Moonlit Chill's effect. That's a cool little thing I wanted to tell you guys. And she's also a wind for a Tempest. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you the little black metal dragon combo. That's cool with you? Okay. So asking our sponsors. Snapple. No, not sponsored by Snapple. But I mean, if you want to, you know, you can say what's up. Okay, so we start off with our black metal dragon, and so we normal summon it, and then we're gonna link. I don't know why, but I like always have to go into Pisty. I don't know why, it's like, it's just always Pisty. So we're gonna search, oh sorry. So we're gonna search for Darkness Metal, and then we're just gonna banish Pisty, special, and then we're gonna bring this back from the grave, and then link these two for our, well, for any link too, depending on the situation, but like 90% of the time, you're gonna go into this, and then you get a search off of Black Metal Dragon. Easy. Bread a plant right there off of 2 cards, and you get to search for any Red Eyes card. Bam. That's it for the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys actually give me some feedback on Dark Magician, like mixed with Red Eyes. That sounds like a really cool thing. You guys are very open to giving me, what's it called, feedback, even though sometimes you guys just make fun of me and don't actually tell me anything, but I appreciate it. Take care, guys.